all of us on the U.S. Olympic team had these cowboy
Cowboy
hats.
hats? Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
them.
we
I have
had
a
these
picture of you. I have a picture of you in those.
big white hats, and they really were good because at some point after the flame was lit, they unleashed all these doves.
Oh my gosh.
So all these doves flew over all of the Olympic teams lined up at the ceremony. And we had the umbrella hats, and the other guys got drenched.
Yes,
Now we got kind of messed up, but at least not on our heads.
I have a similar story at the Pan Am Games in '75, where I'm in line and these guys who are older than me, I was young, they have all these newspapers over their head. I said, "What are you doing?" And someone called me over, and I was over, and a few of my other friends, like I think Jimmy Martin and someone are standing there. What are you doing? And all of a sudden, it came flying down, and I was under the newspaper, thank God. But it was hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, every we were just cracking up. And
yeah,
This
I
was
know.
this was ridiculous. So I'm gonna tell Neil Adams, tell him not to release those pigeons
Yeah, right.
or doves, whatever the hell they were. I didn't, but it was horrible. I mean so anyway, that was a funny part of the thing.
So before we go into the competition,
Mhm.
did you bond with your team? I mean, Jason and I talk about our times together, all the time because we have memories that just can't be replaced. And every time we tell a story, it's funnier and we
Mhm.
remember. Did you have that bond with George and Ben and Paul?
Yeah, yeah. When I was 18, I went to Tampa to the Nationals, and I did really well, except at some point I threw my back out, so
Mhm.
I had to withdraw. But that's where I saw a guy named Ben Campbell and a guy named George Harris win their national championships.
Mhm.
And I was pretty down. And these two guys came over to me and they talked to me.
And you didn't know them before.
But they came over and talked to me, both of them. And they patted me on the shoulder. They told me, just forget it. You're going to do well. Just keep going. Just keep going.
How wonderful.
Yeah. So then went to Japan. I was there a year, I think, and then Ben came over a year later and spent three years there, or three and
He
a half
trained at
years
Meiji
there.
too, didn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah,
We both trained at Meiji. So
Okay.
that was the bond.
sure.
And then George was a member of the SAC team,
Hmm.
Strategic Air Command team,
Yep.
and they would come to Japan for 6 to 8 weeks and train in multiple martial arts, but primarily judo. So Tosh Sena was on that team also.
What a wonderful judo player he was.
It was an amazing
Amazing
gentleman.
judo player.
Yeah, amazing judo
Yeah.
player. And that's where I got a very close relationship with George. And one of the things that George did for Campbell and I, which we were eternally grateful for and looked forward to every 6 months, was he took us to an American officers club, and we had an American buffet. He paid for it, and we ate and ate and ate and ate and ate. And that was like one of the premier events because we didn't have any money. We couldn't buy steaks and various high end stuff. There was a time when Campbell and I were on a corner. We reached into our pocket and we each had enough money to buy 4 sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
No, I believe it. I believe. You know, Jay, were you with us when we went to the American Club with Yanni?
I don't think
When
so.
we went, I must have gone in '85.
Mhm.
It's quite a club. I don't
Mhm.
know if it was the same one you went to, but we went to the American Club, and it was the buffet was amazing.
It is amazing, and I think that American club. See I think it was called something Heights, Washington Heights, I think, something like that.
Mhm.
And that was a military facility that got turned over to the Japanese.
Mhm.
And the Japanese created whatever they did there for the Tokyo Olympics. But I think that was the same club.
Yeah, it was quite special.
Right. It was really, really good. And
Even in the '80s, we yearned for that. Believe me.
yeah, yeah, that was a big deal. And, uh, when you're on a very meager salary,
Sure.
uh, that was quite a treat. So anyway, that's how George and I and Ben bonded. And then Nishioka and I bonded because he would come up and train at the
Kodokan?
Kodokan,
Yeah.
right? So he spent 4 years in Japan too.
Yeah.
And years later, he wrote an amazing book about his father's experience getting Japanese civilians out of Manchuria after World War II.
Mhm. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a time that people can't understand now. Young people don't know what it was like in the world then.
right.
Uh,
Uh, the Chinese had, the Japanese had treated the Chinese horribly.
yeah.
And then the Japanese were, after the war, treated pretty horribly. Not just the military, it was all the civilians
Yeah.
in Manchuria. And Paul's father and two friends of his worked with General MacArthur, who was a brilliant general, and he sent American battleships and destroyers over to Manchuria and got all of those refugees out back to Japan. And
Amazing. What
yeah,
amazing.
that was amazing.
So
But anyway,
take us to the day. Are
to
we
the
okay with
day.
that, Jay?
Oh yeah.
The day 1964, you wake up, it's time for
Yeah,
you to go.
time to go. So we get to the Budokan, and by this time, I'm very familiar with the Budokan because I've been there before.
Sure.
I'm feeling pretty comfortable, and uh, this is going to surprise you, but I don't remember a lot of my matches from that tournament.
Well, the system was they put you in pools, right? Three-man
Right,
pools,
and
and you had to come out of that pool to get into the actual pool for the medal.
right, but they also had a thing called the repechage.
Yeah,
So if you lost, you went into another pool
correct.
and could fight your way back up.
Right.
And long story short, I ended up with a bronze medal there. But the actual, I know this is going to sound strange to people, but the actual event that I felt that I really did the best judo was the World Championships.
Well, the World Championships obviously was a much bigger competition.
Much
But,
bigger
let's
competition.
bear with me, okay? So you
Mhm.
fought Argentina first round.
Okay, and Perez.
Yes, you beat Argentina. Then you came up and you fought Wolfgang Hoffman.
Okay, that was that's what got me into the repechage, I think.
Correct. But if you beat Wolfgang Hoffman, you're in the you're in the finals.
I'm in the finals.
Right. You
Okay,
win that match and you're fighting for a gold.
right. So what happened there, much to my chagrin,
Mhm.
um, and again, this is part of the system. The referee was a Japanese American
Mhm.
who did not have, uh, how can I put it? Who was not necessarily, he was a national champion and all that stuff, but he wasn't an international renowned judoka. Anyway, long story short,
So you knew the guy.
yeah, I knew him.
Oh,
I mean, I'd seen him at all the tournaments as a kid, okay? But that setting that aside, I threw Hoffman with an Ippon Sioi for a Wazari, and then he put an arm lock on me. And as the arm lock was taking effect, I lifted him up off the mat, and his head cleared the mat. And that referee called mate. Hey, Hoffman didn't stop. He kept going. And I had to give up or lose my arm. So I tapped out. And I
After
lost
the
that
mate.
match. After the mate.
So was there a bronze medal match, or was that the bronze medal?
I think there was a bronze medal match, but because I was no, that was the bronze
That
medal
was,
match.
according to the pools
Yeah.
I'm looking at,
That was the
it.
bronze.
That was the
That
bronze
was the
medal match.
bronze medal match. Yeah. Had I won that, I would have been in the finals.
Correct. Correct. Yes.
But the thing that gave me heart and didn't make me depressed was when I came off that mat, the Japanese judoka, the American judoka, many of the officials all said that was a bad call.
That was a bad call. Yeah.
That was a bad call.
Yeah.
So, and that was a bad call.
It was a bad call. Listen, we just
Right.
finished watching the Olympics. They still happen. They
Right.
happen all the time.
All the time.
Wrong guy wins. It's
Correct.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
But you can see in the film the mate hand comes out.
Yeah.
And I've got him up
Yeah.
off the mat, and then that happened. But I felt redeemed at the World Championships.
You had 42 guys in your division. It's a big division.
At the World Championships.
The world. You had 42
Yeah.
guys, and it seems
Mhm.
like everyone was there. And everyone from the Olympics, and George Kerr was there too, right? In your
George
division?
was there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Wolfgang Hoffman was there. So
Right.
that is the kind of the icing on the cake. Here you go, and on the
Right.
medal stand you had two Japanese and one Korean and you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
And
impressive. That's impressive.
It was, yeah. And the thing that I was very proud of, that I felt redeemed
Mhm.
my desire to be a technician. There were 3 Europeans that I fought. Schneiders of Holland.
Yep.
I threw him for a full point. Ross of England, I threw him for a full point. And Grosjean of France, and I threw him for a full point.
None of them are slouches, right? Those are all good players.
They are
Good
outstanding players.
Yeah. Snyder's. I think my brother fought Snyder's in 71.
Yeah, those are tough guys.
Those are tough guys. Yeah.
At the Olympics in Tokyo, Okano fought Grosjean and couldn't throw him.
Yeah.
He beat him on the mat. So I felt that the techniques I used were able to overcome 3 of the best European champions for full points. And I always felt that that was my gold medal.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. The bronzes were nice, okay?
No, that's
don't mistake. But as far as judo technique goes, that was my gold medal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. Yeah,
that was big.
Redeems yourself. I mean, the bronze in the Olympics is incredibly special, but we went through the whole force of judo at that time and came out third. And
yeah,
again, they're the only non-Asian on the stand then was a big deal too.
Not too bad.
Right. No, No.
So
Cool.
at that time, Jimmy, you were 23 or 24, uh,
I was 22.
in 64.
Mhm.
So the next year you're 23, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you aged a
You're
year.
right. Yeah, you're right.
So what made you
I can't count.
what made you stop at that point, or did you continue? Or because I mean the 60s, that's what 60, there would have been 67 worlds, and did you know at the time that there would not be a 68 Olympics for judo?
Now, what happened was prior to the World Championships, I did something stupid. I did randori with a heavyweight white belt.
Hey,
And this guy was probably 230 pounds or some shit like that. And I did something, long story short, he came down on the side of my knee like a clip in football.
Yeah.
So my knee was broken, if you will.
Mhm.
And this was about a month before the World Championships.
so
So I couldn't,
this is
couldn't,
67.
no, this is
No, 65.
65.
Oh, 65.
Right. This
65.
is 65. So I couldn't compete in the trials or whatever the nationals to go to the World Championships, but the powers that be, because I won a bronze at the Olympics, selected me to be on the world team.
That's a miracle.
Must
That
must
was
have hurt them to do it, huh?
that must have really, honestly, must have killed them. Okay, but they didn't. So at the World Championships, I'm fighting on one leg. And the way we did it in Japan, because we didn't have things like ace bandages
Mhm.
or a thing, I think it's called a physical trainer
Yeah.
or like a medic or something like that. But what we did, we took and sliced bicycle inner tubes,
Yes. I remember that.
okay?
I remember that.
And I did the ace bandage thing with a bicycle inner tube on my right leg. And I fought at the World Championships with a right grip and a left stance because I had to protect my right knee.
But you still had your supporting foot for your Uchimata.
I had my supporting leg for my Uchimata.
Yeah.
And that's what got me through.
If it was the other leg, it may not have happened, huh?
No, I couldn't have done it.
Right. Yeah.
I
Cool.
threw Grosjean with a Uchimata, and I threw Schneider with an Uchimata. And Ross came in for a Kouchigari, and I threw him with a Sasaitsuri Komiyashi. Yeah.
Jay, you know how that goes, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Jay got thrown by the Korean the same way.
So he came in right coachy, and you countered his coachy with Sasai.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
beautiful.
a full point, right? So I came back to the United States and I was depressed. Went to an orthopedic surgeon, and he gave me a choice. I could retire from competition and be able to walk normally, or if I got hurt again, and again, this is 1965, medicine by today's standards is pretty primitive, if you
Sure.
will.
So your doctor was like Fred Flintstone.
Well, he he said if the knee got destroyed again, he'd have to put a metal rod in it. And I would have a straight leg,
Right.
and I would have to hobble. Okay. So that's when I retired from judo. They operated on the knee and put it back together as best they could. But I didn't think it was worth taking the chance of not being able to walk and do judo and teach to continue my competitive career. So I stopped.
So you're, I mean, obviously you're only 23 when this
Yeah.
happened.
I I was done with international competition because of that injury.